Hello and welcome to this review of VideoTap. Now VideoTap is a service that allows you to repurpose your existing YouTube videos, and I'm going to talk about VideoTap helping you to decide if it's right for you. So as you can see, it's quite expensive at $21 per month, billed at $250 per year, but you do get 3 months free if you're a new sign up. Now I bought this with my own money, and I must admit I went through AppSumo. I don't think it's currently on AppSumo, but I'm going to show you today if it's right for you. So I've logged into VideoTap, and you can see I've been using it for some time to get some repurposed content. So I've been using it really to make shorts from existing videos, and I'm going to show you how to do that, but I'm also going to show you some other things you can do with it, which is really exciting. So first of all, I'm going to go to add videos, and here we can add videos from YouTube, Vimeo, or we can upload our own. I have a YouTube link, so I'm going to click on YouTube, and I'm just going to paste in the link, and I click add video. So it's going to go off to YouTube, and it's going to get my video. I can put it in its own folder. I can add some custom vocabulary. I don't do any of that. I just click start processing. So it's processing a video about the Insta360 Ace Pro and the Insta360 Go 3 that I recently uploaded. And it takes a while. So I'm going to come back once this is done, and I'm going to tell you how long it took as well. So welcome back. That took 2 minutes 40, and it's taken my video and it's broken it into 4 clips, and we can go and make our own clips, or we can use these clips. So I'm just going to click here, and we're going to watch this clip for a very short amount of time. Both are very similar cameras, but there's one I find I'm reaching for more when I'm just going out and I want a camera to take with me that is not my mobile. Okay, so this clip would be 30 seconds. So that would be perfectly suitable for making a YouTube short. So I'm going to click on view clip, and here you can see we've got our captions already there. So this is the text of what I'm saying. This is my transcript, which is put in the middle here as captions, which is really useful. If we want to, we can go and edit this by clicking adjust clip text. We've got here some social media posts that we could put up. Now I tend only to post onto YouTube, but these would give me some ideas of some of the things I could post. I can go and change the captions here if I want to, but I'm just going to leave them as default. And if I click vertical, then I get this as a vertical video. Now I've got 2 options here. I can leave it zoomed in, and here, this is a nice feature, I can move about. So I'm going to leave it in the middle for the moment. I can zoom about. I can't keyframe it. I have to pick something and live with it. Or I can click this, and what it does is it very nicely puts the wide version of my video here and puts a blurred version as the background. That's really useful. So if I want to use this, all I have to do is click render clip. Not only has the AI selected the clip, it's also transcribed it, and it's got everything ready in a template. But I'm going to go back to all clips because there's something I want to show you. So we've got all our clips here, and actually it's come up with 4 clips. However, the way I use these type of softwares is I use them as a way to get people to watch my long form content. I don't really pick a short thing. I just put the video in. So I tend to do it this way, where I create my own clip and I highlight text, and I keep an eye on how many seconds this is taking. So I highlight the text up to here. So that's taking 56 seconds. So I keep an eye on this, and this is really useful that we can highlight the text and it tells us how long it's going to take, because for YouTube shorts, you don't want to go over a minute. And I'm going to click create the clip. So all I'm doing is the first 56 seconds because I'm going to want someone to watch the long form content. I'm going to give it the title, and I'm going to go again and make it vertical, not make it zoomed in. And I'm just going to click on render clip. So this is where I don't like this software, and it's not this software, it's this type of software. You just have to wait for the clip to render and then download. And again, I'm going to put on the screen how long this takes. So that took about 1 minute 30 seconds to render, and I've downloaded it, and now I'm going to show you it here. Both are very similar cameras, but there's one I find I'm reaching for more when I'm just going out and I want a camera to take with me that is not my mobile phone. So both of these are rugged, waterproof cameras. So that was the clip, and now we're going to go back to... Now I did talk at the start about VideoTap having quite a lot of capabilities. The first thing it can do, as you've seen, is it can convert your long form videos into short form videos to help drive your traffic. And you can do that in a completely automated way, or you can do it the way I did it. It also gives us some data, which is quite useful. So it gives us a description and we can regenerate that if we want. It works out our chapters for us. It gives us tags and it gives us a summary, which I think is really useful. It also gives us tag keywords as well. But I don't think that's particularly useful, because for me, I've got another way of getting these details, but it's useful to have them. But what I think is really useful is if I click on blog, it makes a blog post for me, which I think is absolutely excellent. So it makes a really good blog post. And if I read through it, it's quite good. And it also inserts screenshots at various points. Now, if I want to change this screenshot, I can click here and I can pick from a different point in the video and I can click screenshot. And now I've got a different screenshot. So it uses the video to extract images to use within the blog. What I can do is I can go through and I can read this and I can change the formatting and I can rewrite it or I can regenerate it and I can download it. Now, if I click download, I can download as a HTML document, a markdown document, or plain text. And I can also just export it in the same way. And that's where I copy it as HTML, markdown, or plain text. And I can download the thumbnail and I can download all the images that are in the blog post. So that's really, really useful. So in terms of using this for Blogger, there's not a way to export this for Blogger. I do have a workaround for how to get this into Blogger, and it's actually very, very simple. So do let me know in the comments if you want to see the workaround for getting it into Blogger. Other things that are useful is it makes podcast show notes. Now, this clearly isn't a podcast, but it will make the show notes for my podcast. We can also generate email content to send people. So here are some subject lines and some email contents. And we can also do some translations. So I can translate my blog into a different language. This is quite useful to be able to do some translation. Other things we can do are we can get subtitles, because we've got the subtitles already, and we can have those as SRT or VTT, and we can download it as a file or we can copy it. So this means you can use this service, you run your video through, and you can use this service to create subtitles to upload to YouTube. And you might say, well, what's the point? Why create subtitles? Well, I always find YouTube isn't great at subtitles. It's okay. So we can edit them here. So we can read through and we can edit them. So let's be cheeky and let's change that to the Ace Propeller. So I can then go and change things and I can download or copy them. And it just makes it easier. It's much easier to do it here than it is to do it in YouTube's platform. And we can also get a transcript as well. So this is all the things I've said. So these are the words I've spoken, and we can do find and replace, and we can edit it as well. So there's lots of things you can do with VideoTap. I originally got it for an easy way to take my long form content and with the minimum of effort convert it into short videos, but I found you can do so much more, which is really useful. You can, create posts for Twitter, not that I do things for Twitter, and you can create posts for LinkedIn, and it just makes your life easier. So is it worth $250 per year? I don't know. That's up to you. Do let me know if you want me to make a video on taking the content of the blog output from VideoTap and easily putting it into sites like Blogger. Thank you. Goodbye.